This week at NASA.
Discovery International Space Station, the President of the United States.
Hello, Commander, can you hear us?
President Barack Obama spoke with Space Shuttle Discovery and International Space Station crew members as the astronauts gathered in the station's Harmony module. The President congratulated the crews on their missions, commenting and questioning the 10 astronauts on everything from the rigors of attaching solar arrays to international cooperation in space.
One of the things that's wonderful about this is that it is an international space station, and I know that we have our Japanese and Russian counterparts on board as well.
Yeah, it's an honor to have a chance to talk with you, Mr. President. We have a Russian crew member, American crew member, and I'm from Japan, and we have 15 countries working together in this wonderful project.
President Obama was joined during the video conference by congressional leaders and students from a Washington, D.C. area middle school who got to ask questions of the astronauts.
What's your favorite or
This week at NASA.
Main landing gear is down.
Discovery and its crew glided to a smooth landing at the Kennedy Space Center's shuttle landing facility to complete its 13-day mission to the International Space Station.
And nose gear touchdown. Space Shuttle Discovery is rolling out on runway 15 at the Kennedy Space Center.
That looked like that worked out really well. And you go ahead and start those guys by hand.
STS-119 delivered and installed the final pieces of hardware needed to generate enough electricity to fully power science experiments and support the station's expanded crew of 6 scheduled for May.
Houston Discovery, it looks like we had a very good deploy. We got a couple of yeses on the deployed status, and the attention reel came up exactly as predicted.
Hello, Commander, can you hear us?
A video conference between President Obama and the shuttle and station crews also highlighted the mission. Members of Congress and Washington, D.C. area school children joined with the President in offering congratulations and asking questions about space travel.
What about fitness requirements these days?
The International Space Station just recently incorporated a new fitness machine. It's a very, very fancy workout machine you see in a gym, but it's called the A-Red, and we can do a lot of good exercise on it.
Space Shuttle Discovery also delivered new ISS crew member Koichi Wakata and returned flight engineer Sandy Magnus to Earth after more than 4 months aboard the complex. NASA scientists from the Ames Research Center and the Jet Propulsion Lab are studying celestial meteorites considered to be the first unequivocal link to an asteroid from space. The meteorites were recovered last fall after an SUV-sized asteroid called 2008 TC3 was tracked by the NASA-sponsored Catalina Sky Survey as it entered the Earth's atmosphere over northern Sudan's Nubian Desert. Their discovery gives scientists the chance to learn more about different types of asteroids, their origins, and, perhaps, the beginning of our solar system. Some 24 female middle school students participated in a tech trek at the Dryden Flight Research Center. The 7th graders and their adult chaperones were treated to a variety of activities during their field trip. They toured Dryden's main aircraft hangar and several specialized research and support aircraft, including the modified Boeing 747 shuttle carrier and the Global Hawk, an Icona unmanned science aircraft. The students also learned how a high-altitude pressure suit works and got to test their piloting skills in one of Dryden's flight simulators.
Oh my gosh.
Tech Treks are week-long summer math and science camps held on California college campuses for incoming 8th grade girls. Sponsored by the American Association of University Women, Tech Trek promotes careers in the science, math, and technical fields.
3, 2, 1.
First, regional robotics competitions continue nationwide. These high school students from the Hampton Roads area got ready to robot rumble during the NASA-sponsored Virginia Regionals held in Richmond. First, for inspiration and recognition of science and technology, brings together high school teams from around the world who've each built a robot from a standardized kit. This year's contest is called Lunacy to celebrate the 40th anniversary of the Apollo moon landing. The first finals are just weeks away in Atlanta. The Goddard Space Flight Center has produced a unique spherical movie about the changing ice and snow cover on our planet. Using images captured by NASA spacecraft, Frozen, a 12-minute narrated film, explores the cryosphere, the areas of the Earth where snow or ice form, and takes viewers from the everyday experience of sensing heat and cold to a discussion of how satellites see it with advanced sensors. Dramatic displays of satellite data of changing Arctic sea ice and global snow cover project onto a 6-foot diameter carbon fiber sphere hanging in a dark theater surrounded by 4 computer-driven projectors. Frozen is now playing at select science centers and museums nationwide.
Astronaut Admiral Thomas K.
NASA astronaut Thomas K. Ken Mattingly was presented with an Ambassador of Exploration Award for his contributions to the U.S. space program. Mattingly accepted the award, a moon rock brought back by Apollo astronauts at his alma mater, Auburn University's Samuel Ginn College of Engineering. Born in Chicago and raised in Miami, Mattingly was command module pilot on Apollo 16. He'd been also designated command module pilot for the Apollo 13 mission, but was pulled from the flight 72 hours before its scheduled launch because of exposure to German measles. Mattingly also flew 2 space shuttle missions, commanding both STS-4 and STS-51C. The Ambassador of Exploration Award honors NASA's first generation of explorers in the Mercury, Gemini, and Apollo space programs for real